Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone here. This podcast, yeah. Oh, so good to see LA Knight just SmackDown. I don't care who it's with, man. He's still one of my favorites, doing everything. Hope you guys are all the holidays. Although we got one more coming up in just another day or two. What a calendar. I'm horrible at keeping track of stuff lately. The New Year's is dropping soon. Oh my goodness. Lots to talk about tonight. So before we dive into all the news and everything going on, make sure you smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. I saw someone in the chat here. Bell's boy, final ST22. Could it be? Could it be the final STP of 2022? Yeah, it might be. Or I might do a New Year's Eve thing and just go totally bonkers. I've done that before. God, yeah. I don't know where. I guess if we're gonna start anything, unfortunately, well, on a somber note, Don West passed away, and lost his battle with brain cancer. 59 years old. I didn't prepare anything to say special about him tonight, other than I loved him today. I'll tell you, watching SmackDown tonight, it was nice to see Michael Cole. You know, Michael Cole gets old, but man, he has helped carry that brand on TV through the good, the bad, the ugly. And it was just nice to see a guy like Michael Cole recognize that Cole. And I gotta say, I'm loving what Michael Cole is doing lately. His energy, ever since Trips took over and Vince isn't in his ear, it's actually like the team of him and damn, now I can't. Bad news. Wade Barrett. I had to do the gimmick, and then I remembered it. Barbara Walters too. My goodness. Journalist, worldwide known. Wow. I saw the name trending literally right before I clicked that live button. And so oh my goodness, did she pass away? Sure enough. Thank you, chat, for that's true, Bell's boy, because VKM is not constantly in Michael Cole's ear. She was 93. But let's talk about I don't want to just over it. I'm guessing that me and the TNA guys are going to do some kind of tribute, possibly this weekend, depending on stuff. The team will definitely be getting together and doing that. And it'll be nice of us together talking about them. I gotta tell you though, one of the best things I've done that I've ever done in podcasting, that I had the most fun doing, is when me and the TNA guys, it was me and Trent, sometimes it was me, Bill, and Trent, sometimes Mark jumped into, it varied. Sometimes I think Kyle even jumped in. when we were doing the Nashville Asylum shows, and that connection of oh, looks like my connection isn't that good. Well, we're just going to keep going. We're just going to keep going. Hopefully, it'll clear up. That's the lovely internet. That's Spectrum for you. Sucking ass lately. Thank you, Spectrum. Just drops at all times of the day. When we started doing the Nashville Asylum shows, it was great for me because I watched one a week. I know we got off schedule a little bit here and there, but we I would watch them one a week like a fan, like they were live, and I'd react to them as a fan. And what's the craziest thing is it was so similar to what is going on over the last couple of years with, surprises, run-ins. You never know who is going to show up. It had those great moments. And to have Mike Tenay and Don West reacting to him, I'm sure a lot of times they knew what was happening. Other times, maybe it was a surprise, but man, Don West had a charisma in the way he delivered his emotions during live shows that it can't be doubled. He brought so much emotion, and that's one thing I compared him to so much when we were doing those reviews, is that he was reacting as a fan. Like Tenay was like the straight guy, and Don West was just kind of all over the place, like, oh my God, just losing his mind. Yes, Justin Miller, sad day for TNA fans. Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Here, this is the best. He would deliver this at least once a show with some bizarre, crazy, over the top moment. Thank you, Mayor. He'd scream, "You've got to be kidding me!" And that's going to be one of the greatest memories that we as fans are going to have of those raw, charismatic moments of him delivering his emotions, reacting to what was going on around him, bouncing ideas off of Mike Tenay, delivering those great deals to fans, So yeah, cancer's horrible. It's that's I thank God every day that my dad's here, because he's fighting cancer, stage 4 prostate cancer, and he's taking his meds. He takes his meds every day, and his numbers are good. He just had a body scan, and it was like a bone scan and then a cavity scan from like here down to his pelvis, and it was the best Christmas gift that I could have ever gotten. The nurse called me, I think it was like the day after Christmas, and said, "Yeah, we got the results back," because we had it done on the 21st, and said, "Yeah, the scans look great. We don't see any advancement of the cancer. Everything's being held at bay for now." So I think that's what the goal is we're going to have like a scan a year to like keep track of it and see how the progress is. Thankfully this time, no progress, no progress is good progress. So Bell's Boy says you're 10 years cancer free. Tremendous. Yes. Amazing. So yeah. So yeah, rest in peace, Don West. Yeah, you will be missed. I know we as fans, we were really hoping that he could have gotten to the last Bound for Glory and at least make an appearance with Mike today. But that's hard. That's hard when you're fighting cancer and the meds just take it all out of you, from what I hear. It's rough. It's rough. So yeah, let's switch gears. Let's change subjects a little bit. We're talking in the photo here, Dragon Lee. Now, for those that there's a much bigger picture to all this that I'm not sure that everyone knows about, but I learned about it within the last day or so. Big news. So apparently Dragon Lee and his brother, yes, Bell's Boy, pray for Joe Doring. Yes. Mayor, I don't have it queued up right now. I'm sorry. I didn't get the 10 bill salute queued up. But we'll queue it up on the TN when TNI does a salute. Excuse me. I'm sure we'll do it then. I gotta find it. It's somewhere in my computer. Dralistico, yes. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with him. Thanks, Bell's Boy. But yeah. So Dragon Lee and his brother Dralistico beat FTR at this event, the AAA tag team titles off of FTR. Now, some would just look at this like, oh, okay, whatever, But there's a bigger picture to this. Apparently, weeks ago, Dragon Lee signed with WWE, and this was all planned. So basically, and from what I've heard, is FTR wanted the belts off of them, anyways. But that's neither here nor there. You never know. So it's of Trips is signing someone to the company. And AAA is basically, from what I hear, take this with a grain of salt, but you never know what happens in the future. But from what I hear, AAA is basically ending their relationship right now with AEW. So, and of course, the heads at AAA would love some kind of partnership with WWE. Anything involving that, would certainly bring in some more of that money. Never know. So you're not going to have someone from WWE that signed lose to someone in AEW. So this, I guess you could say that this is the first time in history that someone from WWE pinned contractually bound in WWE, pinning someone in AEW. Even if it's wrestling, just when you thought wrestling was like, oh, okay, the years, nothing else is going to happen. We got, what, a couple days left? Nothing's going to happen, right? Oh. Just starting, brother. Hold on to your butts. So yeah, there you go. Dragon Lee, apparently he's going to be starting within the next month. XT. Now I get a little confused with some of the luchadors. I'm not the smartest bone on the block. Of Honor world champion, if I'm not mistaken. Or was that? No, that was Bandito. That was Bandito. See, I get some of them confused, and that's not meant as. Please don't take that as like, oh, no. It's just, it's just not familiar with some of these guys as much as I should be. There's so many good ones out there. Laredo Kid, who spent time in Impact Wrestling. Bell's Boy. I did not hear about that. FTR taking some time off of wrestling. Could be. So, well, they've been busting their ass, leading the pack in the whole tag division in AEW. This is interesting. All right, so it's from the chat here. Bell's Boy says the Dragon Lee situation reminded me of Awesome. Taz was with WWE and he pinned Awesome, who had just started with WCW, to win the ECW. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and in fact, I think me and the guys and like reviewed it or something for like was that a Patreon thing? I forget. We did something like that. It's been a long year, folks. It's been a long year. What do you think I drink these at night? Crazy bone. So yeah, congrats to Dragon Lee. I can't wait to see. I've just started watching NXT again. 2000. Oh my god. That's crazy. It's hard to believe. Over 20 years ago. Wow. So congrats to Dragon Lee. NXT bound. There was something else I was going to bring up as far as news. I know I can't for the life of me remember what the hell it was. Maybe it'll come to me later. Man, what a crazy SmackDown. And I gotta say, I'm loving the fact you've seen so much WWE over the years, and you're so used to their formula and how they do matches, especially women's matches. Oh my goodness. It's this was so much fun. Ronda defending her title, and now the she defended it against is now escaping me. But I can't think of her name. Let me go to the results here. Raquel Rodriguez. There it is. Man, Raquel Rodriguez had an amazing match with Ronda. I mean, and I've said this before. I haven't been, for the little that I've paid attention to Ronda since I started watching WWE again over the course of this last year, I have not been impressed with Ronda. Now, granted, I know she's a heel and she's supposed to do whatever, but man, this match, this was great. I enjoyed this. Raquel Rodriguez did great. Told a good story, selling that injured arm, and Ronda worked great with her. And the thing that I was most amazed with is that they gave this match time to simmer and just happen. They didn't kill it in 5 or less minutes. They went 20 plus minutes or so, I think. I'd have to double check the time, but man, I was impressed. It went through a couple different commercial breaks, but then as soon as that was done, Ronda gets on, and we're just going to kind of different, highlights that happened. Don't think that I'm like skipping stuff because the whole episode was amazing. I really, really love this episode. But I wanted the ladies to go first. Ladies first. The return of Charlotte Flair. It should not be a surprise because just with all the hype of her father, if you have Peacock and you have not watched the Ric Flair documentary, whatever it's called, Ric Flair. I watched it late last night. It was a great documentary. I really enjoyed it. It was well edited, well put together, done by WWE. It's really no surprise. Like anything they've done regarding a look at someone's life like this, they've always gone above and beyond. And I tell you what, man, if this don't wipe off some of that stink that Flair had over the last couple of years, man, I don't know what will. I mean, it's look, and if I've said this too, if we all knew what all the wrestling stars and the super mega champions that we've loved over the years, if we knew what they all did behind the scenes, there would not be a wrestling fan base anymore. Trust me on this. Trust me. So yeah, that's my quick thoughts on that that documentary that came out on Ric Flair. I really did enjoy it. And it's you kind of giggle, snicker at the fact that he's like, I'm never gonna retire. Well, wrestling wise, who knows what that guy is gonna do. But as far as marketing and what he puts himself out there, as far as branding himself, and he's got a great group of guys around him. He really does. Hope he pays them well because the guy's still rolling in the dough. And he's got a good woman by his side, too. That maniac. So, but back to Charlotte. So Charlotte Flair shows up, and the crowd was just like, oh, my God. If tonight couldn't get any crazier. With the return of John Cena, the opening segment, which we'll get to in a little bit. Courtney says Ronda can't talk. Yeah, she needs someone. She needs someone by her. She's not great. Like she told Charlotte that she was feeling spicy. I was like, really? Spicy? Is that all you got? It's like, come on, give me a bring it bitch or something. You're feeling spicy. All right, get out the barbecue sauce. or something. I don't know. Call JR. Get the sauce out. So I've been waiting for Charlotte to come back. I really have. She is definitely one of the best out there. And maybe not one of my favorites right now. It's, it just depends on who's on TV, who's doing what. But I'm glad she's back. I know it was kind of hush hush why she was gone for a while. I didn't hear a lot of stuff. If it was out there, I really don't know. Ronda said something about her arm being messed up or rehab or something. Rehab in her arms. I know she took time to go get married, which is fine. You got to have some kind of life outside the biz. And she has one with Andrade. I'm insanely happy for them. And apparently it's working, TMZ didn't report that it, ended a couple days later. So, and then you can get into the future of Andrade and everything. That's a subject for another time. I have absolutely no clue what's going on there. But anyways. So yeah, Charlotte challenges her at that moment to get the SmackDown Women's title match. And I was like, oh, this ain't happening. Shayna's going to pull Ronda out of the ring. They're going to walk away. They're going to flip her off, whatever. This is not happening tonight. And then all of a sudden, yeah, I'm feeling spicy. And I was like, you're number one, you're what? Number two, what? Ringing the bell? Now? We're doing this? Okay. And I had a feeling it was going to be a fast match. I'm sure there's going to be a rematch at the Rumble. Don't be surprised if Ronda challenges Charlotte to get her title back. Or maybe something crazy will happen and someone will challenge her next week. Who knows? Who knows? It's wrestling. You never know what's going to happen. But so yeah, SmackDown women's scene just got a little crazier. Charlotte is now your SmackDown Women's Champion. Crazy. Like, did not see that one coming. It is so good. I can't tell you how refreshing it is to be a fan and still get surprised once in a while. When you do, when you do read the dirt sheets here and there like I do, and you hear things, little rumors, little rustles of things like, oh, so could be coming back soon and whatever. I don't think this was mentioned at all. Then again, I wasn't on social media at all today, hardly, with the exception of I just by luck logged on minutes after the news came out about Don West. So, and then I was like, all right, well, that's other than just prepping for this. And so yeah, so let me know your opinion. Are you excited to see Charlotte back? And are you excited that she beat Ronda in a matter of a minute? Mr. Bill is in the chat. Good evening, sir. I wonder if they will pull a big rating. It is a holiday weekend. Well, I mean, they did announce John Cena. And my only constructive criticism of the ending match is I wish it had a little more time to simmer. Because when you bring it back, you bring back a guy like John Cena, you can't just rush that. But it is what it is. The matches that they did have on the show were decent in length. Absolutely decent in length. And his guys were out there, and Braun Strowman is challenging him for the IC title next week on SmackDown. That'll be interesting. This this was such a loaded show, just crazy. Just quick going over news real quick. Oh, that's interesting. Side thing, something about AEW not getting seen in Canada next year for some reason. That sucks. If you're having problems watching that show, I guess. All right, so let's talk about that opening segment with Bray Wyatt and LA Knight. Man, that was so much fun. So much fun. Just LA Knight just shutting them up, or trying to, and giving it to him, because Bray Wyatt is so he I know this is character, but his character now is like fumbling around, with ideas that he's trying to get out to the people and everything, when he's talking to the audience. And then LA Knight comes out there, yeah, and they're booing him, and LA Knight just gave it right back to the crowd. I loved it. Let me talk to you. And then Captain Howdy, who showed up a couple weeks ago? But they didn't do anything. He showed up, he walked out, and that was it. Uncle Howdy this time came to the ring, got in the ring, and then attacked Bray Wyatt. Did the Sister Abigail on him, and LA Knight gets out of the ring. He's in front of the camera. He's like, what the hell's going on here? Which I'm sure that was like all of our thoughts, like, whoa, what's happening? So basically, conscious apparition figure character, or whatever you want to call Cap, is supposed to be like another part of Bray Wyatt coming to fruition now. So what I take from this is Bray Wyatt is now going to be succumbed by Captain Howdy. And I saw some stuff on Twitter right before I went live. Interesting enough is some people zoomed in, took pictures of Captain Howdy, and they think that it's actually Vincent, the former Vincent of Impact Wrestling and Ring of Honor. And it makes sense. They wanted someone that was going to be a similar build, obviously, to Bray Wyatt, similar height, and Vincent is not as quite as big as Bray. Bray Wyatt he's a big boy, but our stature, similar height. So when he attacked him and just took him, just cuckoo. That was crazy. Is it? Is it Uncle Howdy? Captain Howdy, that's a character from a horror movie. Might be the inspiration. Uncle Howdy. Yes, it's Uncle Howdy. Captain Howdy. He looks like a captain. Captain! That's different. Sorry, Uncle Howdy. Yes. All right, let me have it. Sorry. So yeah, so my guess is now Bray Wyatt will now come out as Uncle Howdy. That's I don't know where this is going. And my only other constructive criticism opinion is that this is all taking way too long. I'm like I love the character enough to I'm here for it. But man, I wish something would have happened already. Either, but the every week being so just bits and pieces together is kind of obviously something big is going to happen at the Royal Rumble. So he's going to go full blown Uncle Howdy on LA Night. Yeah. Or whatever he's going to do. It's an interesting feud. It's an interesting feud. And it certainly is a huge feud for LA Knight. Props to him for getting this feud. I mean, it's one of the biggest comebacks of the year, and LA Knight's part of it. So yeah, that's the other part I was going to get to. And so they're going to have a pitch black match at the Royal Rumble. It's sponsored by Mountain Dew. Pitch black. So I don't know if that means pitch black as in lights out, as in they're just going to let everything go and just go ape shit on each other, weapons, and the WWE is not going to be responsible for what happens. One of those lights out deals. That's what I'm gathering from this. But if it ends that LA Knight is in the middle of the ring and he gets soused with soda, I'm turning the pay-per-view off. It's like, please, come on. May get the comeback of ICP or something. ICP joins Bray Wyatt's clan. No, I'm kidding. Wow, that'd be insane, wouldn't it? It's so yeah, but I like I said, I love LA Knight. I'm glad that he's got this feud. I can't wait to see him in action versus Bray. They should really tear it up. They should really tear it up. And granted, there has been some physical things happening, but it's been few and far in between, So, and it's been all 1v1 too. You've had whispers of, oh, it wasn't me, it was someone else, which is Uncle Howdy. But yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, what else? So that was a great start. This match of Solo excuse me, Solo versus Sheamus. Oh man, that was nuts. I actually love that one. Love that match. I love Solo. Sheamus, man, has just been. Sheamus with this new crew has just been, for lack of better words, just completely revitalized in the eyes of the fans. Probably haven't been that excited about him since back when he was tagging with Cesaro and they were the Bar after they had that best of 7 or whatever it was. Then they became a tag team. Because for a while that was my favorite. Man, what was that? Was it like 10 years ago? It was somewhere within the last 10 years. It's crazy. Just how much wrestling has evolved in the last decade. It's insane. And we're celebrating 20 years of John Cena. My God. What is happening? But Solo, so Solo gets the win. Drew McIntyre returns. Good to see him back. And he wipes out everyone. Talked about Charlotte returning. Yeah, and apparently the Usos are going to defend their titles next week. Is it next week? Yeah, it is. It's next week on SmackDown against Drew and Sheamus. So that'll be exciting. Very exciting. Excuse me. We got Braun Strowman against Gunther. That should be all right. Oh, yeah, that's what I saw. Thank you, Courtney. Yeah. The close-up of Bray and Uncle Howdy, yes. So, yeah, I think it's definitely Vincent. If you look at the hair, definitely Vincent. Because he had a beard, and he had the straggly, blonde, grayish hair, whatever. Yeah, definitely him. But now, I don't know if that means that Vincent is going to join him in a new faction, or I just don't know. But hey, anything can happen in wrestling. Yeah, Gunther has had a crazy good run as IC champ. He's been doing really good. He's had some tremendous matches. I think one of his best matches that I've seen this year was against Sheamus at was that Clash at the Castle? I think it was Clash at the Castle. But that was amazing. Such a good match. I don't know. I guess an obvious choice to beat him would be Braun Strowman, but are the fans excited enough for this match for that to really take place? Because Gunther's really on a roll. Yeah, you know what, Mayor? I think you're right. when Ricochet ran down the ring and he took out the Imperium guys' chairs, and then he was in the ring, and then Gunther was in the process of getting out of the ring. Ricochet swung, and I think he meant to miss him or he didn't gauge it right. It looked like he clipped Gunther's head because Gunther went down, and then everyone around him was just kind of looking down, hit Gunther legit, and he went down, or Gunther saw how close it was, telling like it happened, just to like help move the segment along and end it. Because when the refs were standing there, they were just kind of looking down like, what's going on? So I don't know what happened there. Maybe they'll come out with another camera angle to show if he really hit him or not. But yeah, he went down like he hit. So we'll see. So it looks like he did. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if the footage comes out within the next couple days, or maybe they'll come out with footage next week and whatever. We'll get a tag match. We'll get a tag match out of it probably. What else? I think that's all that's left to talk about. John Cena and Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. And of course, you can't have this without the discussion of, they're throwing little things in there. Like, is Roman Reigns upset when Sami Zayn the attention he does in the ring? And that was from Heyman. And so Sami brings it up and he's like, you're not mad when that happened, were you? Like, he's just own way of having the audience acknowledge him in a way. It's about who he's facing and being a part of the bloodline and whatever. So Roman's like, nah, when you have the mic and you're going off, it's just a night for me. He had, I'm paraphrasing, but that was pretty much the reaction he got. But they're throwing those little things. Is he really okay with all the attention that he's getting? It's like something's gonna happen, and it's gonna help divide. It's just gonna have Sami part ways with them. I tell you, I want The Rock to come back. I want The Rock to come back. I mean, look at what happened this year with Kevin Owens and Stone Cold. That was up with that. Just this year was just insane with stuff happening. No matter what brand, except for like Impact Wrestling, had some good moments, but nothing like insane. It was just a good year for Impact. Other with news and debuts and people leaving and people coming in, and oh my God, it was hard to keep up with at times. So where some days I was just like, you know what, take the news. I'm not even covering it today. Mayor talking of Cena's head. Not very nice, Mayor. Are you saying he should just shave his head? Like I did. John Cena, hit me up. I'm sponsored. Swag fan. Yes. Very sad about Don West. Yes. Rest in peace. Lost his battle. Crazy. But yeah, main event was a lot of fun, a lot of emotion. Um, it kind of going back to, thinking of announcing, just briefly mentioning the Don West, switching that over to talking about Michael Cole a little again, like I did earlier. Cole's just, his emotion is through the roof. It feels his own way of going over the top and showing his emotion about certain things, especially when something big happens. Oh my God, can he come back from this? Find out after this, whatever, It's getting towards the end. It was all through the show that Michael Cole was just, it just feels more now, So props to him. Just a better job all around. And I like Wade Barrett doing his thing. Bell's boy reacting to Courtney's statement here. Michael Cole is a goat, and he is a goat. And you're calling him an animal. You're calling him a goat. If you're saying the greatest of all time, well, you're going to have some different opinions thrown your way, I think. But that's subjective. It's neither here nor there. Everyone's got their own opinions on who is the best announcer and one of the best teams of all time as far as announcing is still to this day going to be Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan. It takes a lot to beat that. So the closest I've heard when I say this, but Corey Graves gives a damn good run on someone being like a Bobby Heenan type of commentator. Corey Graves is damn good. But anyway, Kevin Owens get the win. I just and that was my only criticism of this show. The matches had great amount of time. They're building up for Royal Rumble. Oh God, I said I felt like such a goof. If I was doing Alicia and I was talking about trying to Josh Alexander beat Moose for the title, and I thought that was during the summer, and I was like, no, it's not SummerSlam. It's the big show during the summer. Not think of, excuse me, I could not think of the word Slammiversary. And I was like, oh my God. So, I'm just reading some. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the show. What you thought of SmackDown tonight? Did you like it? We got some last minute. We got some last minute people coming in here. Yes, Barbara Walters gone too. Yes. Um, is J Bone Uncle Howdy? No, that's not me. No, no. But thank you, thank you. The wig is too much. I don't wear wigs, and that's way too much beard. You're so good. I love you guys. You guys are good. What was your favorite part of SmackDown in the comments as we get out of here? Show just talking about favorite stuff of the year, but God, I can't remember so much, and it's just you react in the moment, and then you go on to the next week, and it's like, and I so if I do anything, it's just going to be just an open discussion, pretty much. Um, shit, no, I really can't do that, um, but yeah, so just in case I don't do a New Year's Eve show, I want to take a minute just to thank everyone who helped keep this going. I have the lovely support of my wife helping me, create what you see all behind here. She had a big part of setting this up again, support in what I do on here. And you guys, your donations, your tips, and whatnot throughout the year after finally got monetized again. Like the TNI crew has been made this year even more phenomenal. It makes doing this fun, because there's plenty of times I come on here, but I get on here and I remember how you guys react, and um, and it's humbling. It really is. So I just want to say many times as I don't want to come on here and I'm just not up for it. I remember how great you are all to me. Yeah, that's legit from me. That's real shit right there. If you, I try to stay. I mean, I get goofy on here, but I try to be as real as possible with you guys, as far as communicating my thoughts and emotions to you, the audience. So, so Sunday, 10 years of J-Bone. Well, yeah, 2023 is going to be 10 years of Smash. So, yeah, the show's ever changing, evolving. Man, if you thought the last few years were nuts in the wrestling biz and all the things we talked about, and then Vince retires, CM Punk blows up on the AEW universe. We about that since God the whole damn summer. Kevin Owens, Stone Cold came back. What's going to happen next year? And how many people are going to surprise us in different wrestling associations? And Sasha Banks is going to be in New Japan, and then it's rumored that she might show up This is all in the first week of this next year. It's not, and I'm here for it. I'm excited. I love being a wrestling fan. You can only consume so much, but I'm here for, yes, as Swag Fan says so lovingly in the chat, be safe, everyone. You know, trust. Make sure you're going out and you're going to be in an environment that's going to, take care of you. It's a crazy world out there. Be safe. Much love. And I'm just reading the chat. You guys are cuckoo. So yeah, just much love, everyone. And whether I do a New Year's Eve show or not, much love. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Hold my